Today is payday, so let's budget my bi-weekly paycheck using the cashless budgeting system. Let's get right into it. So I have my budget workbook right in front of me. Make sure you stick to the end of the video because I'm going to be sharing this 75 hard personal finance challenge that I'm going to be doing for the next 75 days. But first thing first, let's get right into this bi-weekly paycheck and let me show you how I plan on spending my money. So first thing first, when I'm doing my bi-weekly paycheck or when I'm budgeting my paycheck, I always start with my income and I budget at the lowest amount that I've received. I've just got a pay raise and I know I did a little bit of overtime in July. So August was like my full check that I saw that I didn't really have any overtime on. I think I had maybe like an hour of overtime on this check. Now I budget my checks at the lowest amount that I've ever received, which is $1,900. However, I got paid $2,212.93. So I'm thinking about redoing my budget and keeping it at $2,000 or maybe $2,100. I'm gonna see what the remaining checks look like for the remaining of the month, and then in September I will start budgeting accordingly. The reason why I said that is because I want to make sure that I'm accurately putting this extra money that I'm having, which really is not extra money. I want to focus on rebuilding this savings back up since I spent all of this money paying down credit cards in the collection account. Now, I did have $468.65 remaining in my checking account. So that brought me up to a total income of $2,681.58 for this particular pay period. Now, I also still got my retirement and my investing automatically coming out of my paycheck before money is even deposited into my checking account. So I budget retirement at $112.46. My investing is at $116.32. And then on the first of every single month, I always roll over my mortgage payment along with my utilities payment into this joint checking account that I have separate from my main checking account. So that way I know on the first of the month, all of the bills and the mortgage is taken care of right away. I'm already done with August. I can be focusing on getting the money ready for September. So $1,750, I actually switched over to that joint account for my mortgage and my utilities. Now, all of the other expenses is going to come out there, that date or whatever, because today is actually the first in the time of filming this video, and all of the other payments is actually going to be coming out up until the next time that I'm paid. So I have cap cut at $19.99 that comes out on the 2nd, life insurance on the 3rd for $13, and then I also give myself $50 every single week on Sundays for gas. On the 4th, I have short-term disability for $82.44, Apple storage at $9.99 on the 5th. Aftercare fees for my son on the 8th, that's $120. He's back in school. As y'all know, school have started back up here in Georgia, and he's going to be going back to the same aftercare that he was going to before, and I have to pay that weekly. Gas again for Sunday on the 10th for $50. Google storage at $1.99. And this bring my total income for this bring my total bills and expenses for this paycheck is $2,326.19, which I've already mentioned to y'all at the beginning of the month. That's why I spend the most amount of money, and then during the remaining of the month it don't be as much as it is this time. But being that my son is back in aftercare, who knows, it may be like that. So I also set aside $50 for myself, for like just me to do whatever I want to do with it. Now once I take my income and subtract my expenses, I am left with $305.39. Now, I know within my entire monthly budget, I'm giving myself $150. So that's the reason why I gave myself $50, is because I know that at the for this whole entire month, I want to give myself $50. So I just said, you know what, every single paycheck, I'll just give myself $50 to spend whatever I want to spend it on. If I want to, treat myself to something out to eat, if I want to use that money to get my toes done, any little thing that I want to get done, I'm going to be using that. I'm also putting aside $109.94 aside for miscellaneous spending. Now, I didn't do that actually with this particular paycheck, but I am left with $305. So right now, currently, I'm just going to be leaving that in the account. I did set aside $40 for my son to get, you know, for his little stuff that he may need. Who knows? The teacher may say that they need something. He may need a haircut, things like that. So I'm still leaving room in the budget with that $300 to either go back and get the stuff that I have planned for my entire monthly budget. But I just don't know right now. Like right now, he do not need a haircut, so I'm not necessarily just gonna put it in the budget right now. Or right now, the teachers are not asking for anything, so I'm not necessarily gonna put it in the budget. I put it in the overall monthly budget, but I didn't put it inside of my paycheck budget. But I am gonna leave that $305.39 remaining in the account just in case I may need it. Now, that's it for this bi-weekly paycheck, and that's basically how I'm budgeting my bi-weekly paycheck using the cashless budgeting system. Y'all know I have money going into a main checking account, and I have money going into another checking account for my main household bills. But let's get into this 75 hard personal finance challenge. So for the next 75 days, I've already posted a short. I'm going to be posting it on YouTube Shorts. I'm not going to be posting it on these long form videos because that would be a lot for me, being that I'm still working a full-time job and stuff like that. So I am posting it in the Shorts feed if you are interested in just, you know, looking at my journey of me documenting what I spend and set in the, you know, every day for 75 days, me checking in with my finances every single day for 75 days, me spending 15 minutes learning about finances or doing some type of financial education, and basically me documenting my one small wealth win. So basically that can be me putting money in my savings, that can be me sitting down and actually budgeting something, that can be me putting money into my debt, that can be me putting money towards retirement, investing, that can be me selling something, that can be me making money from affiliate marketing, that can be anything dealing with some type of money move. You're definitely going to know about it. I'm going to be documenting it. Hopefully at the end of these 75 days, we will see some type of transformation from where I started. So I'm starting off at $0 in my savings, not necessarily in my personal savings, but starting with this journey of this 75 hard personal finance, I want to start at $0. So I do have a savings account that I can actually use, that I can roll money into, that's attached to my main checking account, because I don't use that savings account. I usually use it for sinking funds, but since there's really, you know, no activities going on with that, I'm going to be using that as like my savings for this challenge specifically, so I can just see how much money did I actually save, how much money did I actually put towards debt, how much money did I actually make this within this 75 days and things like that, so I can just, you know, kind of like see some type of transformation within this challenge. Now, if you are interested in joining, it's not too late. You can always jump in wherever you fit in and do it for your 75 days, and you don't necessarily have to start the same time as me, but you have to definitely do it for at least 75 days. I'm going to link my budget bundle down below because it's going to give you everything that you need to stay organized within this challenge. And yeah, that's all for this video, you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.